Oh, hello there. Seems like you've caught me in my meth den, my little hangout den. It's a surprise to meet you here, but let me tell you a story. This is totally off topic, but let me tell you a story. The story of a band that changed the world. Not the Beatles, no. Not Nirvana, no. Definitely not Dua Lipa, no. But come with me. Come. I insist, come with me, as I will tell you about this amazing story. Oh crap, I think the police found where I am. The police found me, and my bike kind of broke down, so I guess we gotta run. I've done a lot of bad shit in my time, okay guys, but I just want to tell you the story. Guys, I don't think I have much time left, but my last wish to you guys is to like and subscribe, okay? 1 like equals 1 prayer that the popo don't find me and my little drug cartel. Please subscribe. Sorry about that, but anyway, I'd just like to say welcome to my epic late Christmas special, or if you're a fucking English whiz, I guess you would say belated, but there you have it. So initially I didn't know what to talk about, but then I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany. I was like, what if I talk about one of the most influential bands of the past 50 years or so? And I was like, hell yeah, I should do that. We're going to talk about this band that you probably have never heard of, called Black Grapevine. Yeah, probably doesn't sound familiar. It's because they've been lost to the annals of rock history. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you the epic story about them. Hopefully revive their name, you know? So yeah, this totally isn't a band that I've made up just to tell a story, by the way. Let me take you back to the year 1974, you know, the year of drugs, hippies, you know, protests. It was epic, and of course the music scene was epic as well. And in the midst of all of that, in 1974, in a town called as I was saying, so, Manchester, New Hampshire, 1974. Teenagers Onando Dantiad and Adolf Risler met in high school, and they both got along due to their shared admiration for the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. And not long after, they formed a band. Their sound emulated 50s blues and Led Zeppelin, with Onando on rhythm guitar and vocals and Adolf on bass. All they needed now was a drummer and lead guitarist. Luckily for them, one night in a bar, they spotted a guy called John Johnson yep, playing guitar with a drummer called Dave Troll. Onando stated in the Rolling Stone, "It was at a bar one night with Adolf where we saw 2 guys doing an instrumental cover of Johnny B. Good. And after the gig, I asked if they wanted to join the band, and they were like, hell yeah." So, now being a 4-piece, they spent the next 3 years touring the East Coast playing small gigs. And one day, after a set in Florida, an executive from Olive Records saw them play and asked how they'd like to be signed. And they said, yes. Olive Records signed them purely because they needed to compete with the success of Led Zeppelin, and the guys sounded exactly like them. But there was one issue. They needed a band name. They struggled to think of one for weeks, until one day, Onando was high in his dealer's garden. Yep, his drug dealer's garden. He saw a grapevine that looked like a quote-unquote devil's heart, blacker than black. And so he put them both together, Black Grapevine. He pitched the idea to the group, and they were like, epic. So, with the record label and the band name out of the way, by May of 1978, they were ready to record their first album. They went to Electric Lady Studios in New York, where they recorded their self-titled album, Black Grapevine. on the 5th of June 1978. It was an instant success. It sold over 70,000 copies in the first month, and by the end of the year it sold 7 million copies, spiraling them into success. The biggest hit of the album was The New Sheriff in Town, which we actually have a live version of, which we'll show you later, but it peaked at number 1 in the US and UK for 20 weeks. Other hits included I Think I'm Gonna Come Over and Gee Whiz. They toured America to promote the album, and the crowds got larger and larger. The biggest crowd was at Oakland Coliseum on the 19th of September 1978, where they played in front of 55,000 people. Well, you know how they say, all good things come to an end. That was certainly the case for Black Grapevine. Towards the end of the year, tensions arose over the direction of the band, and Hernando's drug abuse made things worse. After a show in New York on December the 5th, 1978, Hernando was rushed to the hospital because he had overdosed backstage. He was okay, although tensions were made bad enough. 2 months later, on February the 1st, 1979, John Johnson left the band first, followed by Adolf Risler. The remaining two disbanded the band the following month later. On what comes after February? March. They disbanded in March. After the breakup, Hernando disappeared into obscurity, and then he died in 1990 of an overdose. The same thing that nearly killed him in 1978. Adolf went back to Germany to pursue politics in the Fascist Party from 1980 till 1991. John made 2 solo albums which saw some success, and Dave started a bar called The Foo Peacemakers. Totally original name. So, as I promised, I said I'd show you some archival audio of a live performance of The New Sheriff in Town. So, here it is. It's this performance is from the Oakland Coliseum on the 19th of September, 1978. I hope you enjoy. I was walking down the street, and I was surprised to meet a rival of mine. Whoa, he shouted my name and said, "Stop right there, otherwise I'll shoot." But he's dumb like Guido, so I shot first and said, "Keep on trying, keep on trying. There's a new sheriff in town now. Oh yeah, keep on trying, keep on flying. But I'm the new sheriff in town." Ow! Now with that out the way, I can go home to my baby. Ooh. Oh, I'll hug her tight and she can sleep safe at night, because there's a new sheriff in town, keeping us safe. Keep on trying, keep on crying, but there's a new sheriff in town now. Oh, keep on trying, keep on flying, but I'm the new sheriff in town. You can strike a day, you can strike at night, you can do whatever crime, but I'll catch you every time. Ow! So there you have it, folks. That's the story of Black Grapevine. Truly one of the most inspirational bands of the past 50 years. They totally existed, you guys. But I'm sure all of you are thinking like, what's the point? What is the big moral story of this all? What are you trying to teach here, Olivier? What I'm trying to teach is but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash like and subscribe, like every other YouTuber says, you know, because this took me like nearly 2 weeks to do, so you better share it to everyone. Well, anyway, I'll leave you to it now. Bye. Bye. Nah.